Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the quiz, where the aim of the game is to find the most obscure answer possible. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hello, I'm Mel, and this is my daughter Jodie, and we're from Nottingham.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Holly. This is my partner Rich, and we're from Bridgend.
Couple number three.
I'm Che. This is my dad, Chris, and we're from Sheffield.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Sarah. This is my husband, Kevin, and we're from Jersey.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. Very, very warm welcome to Pointless. It's terrific to have you all here. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. She's a comedian from Diamond Bar, California, the birthplace of rapper Snoop Dogg. I'm from Northumberland, birthplace of Robson Green. We could not be more similar. It is my pointless friend. It's Desiree Birch.
Yes. Thank you, Xander. Now, I knew that he had a house there, but I didn't know that he was born there because when I was growing up there, my parents had just moved right after I was born. There wasn't even a street light in Diamond Bar.
I thought you were talking about Robson Green. I'm so sorry. Oh, I see. Oh, Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much indeed, Desiree. Now, Tom and Carol got through to the final last time and did not win the jackpot. So we add another £1,000 to that jackpot. So today's jackpot starts off at £2,500. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Now, at the end of every round, as is customary in Pointless World, we will be eliminating the pair with the highest score. So keep your scores as low as you dare. Very, very best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category today is TV animation. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns animated families, Desiree.
On the board, we're going to show you a list of U.S. animated programs. We would like you to give us the usual first name of any named character that is a member of the central household of any of these TV shows that Xander is about to read out.
Thank you very much indeed, Desiree. So, as has just been mentioned, we're going to put 6 animated families up on the board, and here they are. The Flintstones in The Flintstones, the Jetsons in The Jetsons, The Simpsons in The Simpsons, The Hills in King of the Hill, the Griffins in Family Guy, and the Belchers in Bob's Burgers. So we need any name of any family member of those families in those animations.
And for this round, we are including pets as well, but only if they are permanent members of the central family household in each series. And these are from the original runs of each show rather than any later adaptations or spin-offs. Please give us your most obscure answer.
There we are. Mel, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Mel.
I'm a district nurse, just qualified as a district nurse.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
So what were you doing before that qualification?
I was a community nurse.
Community nurse. So what's the difference?
So basically, you do a 2-year course and then you become like a team leader. It's a bit scary, really.
Oh, not for... Are you scary, I wonder?
No.
When you're a district nurse?
Jodie might think I am.
We'll come to Jodie later. But the people on your team, do you think you'll get a little bit scarier now you've gone from community to district?
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe. Who knows? Mel, what are you going to go for?
Oh, it's not really the best category for me, if I'm honest. I'll go with the Flintstones and Pebbles.
Pebbles, says Mel. Shall we see how many of our 100 said Pebbles? Pebbles is absolutely right. Fabulous answer, 15. Very well done indeed. Great start to the round and indeed the show.
Yes, Mel, well remembered with Pebbles. Daughter of the Flintstones, she was born halfway through the show's run in an episode first broadcast in 1963.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Rich, welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here as well. Tell us all about yourself.
Yeah, so I live in South Wales and I work in corporate finance. So I look after a portfolio of about 50 business clients where we lend money for numerous projects. So, yeah, really fun.
Very good. And what do you do for fun, Rich? Apart from, obviously, the corporate finance.
Yeah, we've got 2 daughters, 10 and 2, so they keep us busy, run us around everywhere. I used to run half marathons for charity, but hoping to do a charity event next year. So.
That's brilliant. Good for you. Anyway, Rich, who are you going to go for in one of these families?
So the Belchers, I'm going to go for Jean.
Jean says, Rich, shall we see how many of our 100 said Jean? Jean is right. 15 is the only score we have at the moment. Is Jean Belcher going to beat 15? Yes, indeed. 2 for Jean. Very well done indeed.
So Gene is the middle child of the Belcher family. He's the son or brother in Bob's Burgers, as well as being an aspiring musician and a total prankster.
Thank you very much indeed, Desiree. Che, welcome
Hi.
back to Pointless. Lovely to have you with us again. Tell us more about yourself, Che.
I'm 25. My hobbies is going to the cinema to watch any kinds of movies.
Ah, what sort of movies do you love? What's your favourite?
My favorite is horror.
Horror. Do you have one horror film that is your standout favourite? What's that?
The Black Phone.
I haven't even seen The Black Phone. Already it's scary.
Yeah.
Oh, The Black Phone. Have you seen The Black Phone, Desiree?
No, I haven't seen the Black Phone. I can't think of a scarier color.
Che, what are you going to go for on our board here? Which member of which family?
I know the Simpsons, and I know the Griffins, and I know the Belchers. I'm going for Stewie in Family Guy.
OK, Stewie, says Che. Shall we see how many of our 100 said Stewie? Stewie is right. 15 is our high score, 2 is our low. 43. Oh, Che, 43 for Stewie.
Yes, Stewie is the baby, the youngest son on Family Guy, voiced in a posh British accent by series creator Seth MacFarlane. On the show, Stewie is obsessed with world domination. So as a fan of horror, I'm not surprised that you would choose him. He's often involved in the series horrors.
Thank you very much indeed. Desiree and Kevin, welcome back for a third show. Tell us more about yourself, Kevin.
As I said previously, we like to travel. 1997, way back when, we took a year out, both gave up our jobs and started off in New Zealand and worked our way around.
Worked your way back from there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Was there any continent you didn't visit?
We didn't do Africa on that trip. Most of our time, New Zealand, Australia, and then Chile and Peru, Canada.
Fantastic. What are you going to go for, Kevin?
OK, not a fantastic round. I'll go for Thelma.
Thelma, says Kevin. Shall we see how many of our 100 said Thelma? Oh, no, Kevin, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that's incorrect and scores you 100 points. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, but we're going to clear everything up at the end of the round, so don't you worry.
Thank you very much indeed, Desiree. We are halfway through our first round. Let's have a quick recap of those scores. Rich, very well done. Lovely low-scoring answer from you. Then we travel from 2 up to 15, where we find Mel and Jodie. From there to 43, where we find Che and Chris. And from there up to 100, where currently we find Kevin and Sarah. Sarah, who knows? Maybe you'll have a lovely low-scoring answer on the next pass. Let's hope so. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Sarah, welcome back. Lovely to have you here for a third time. What do we not yet know about you, Sarah?
We met when we were at college, been married for 30+ years, and instead of an engagement ring, I received an engagement clutch from my very romantic husband.
An engagement
Clutch for the
that
car.
had fallen off a car? Or...
Well, we needed a clutch for the car, so it was practical.
But so much more practical than a ring.
Yes.
Did he give you a ring later?
No, you'd expect so in 30 years, wouldn't you?
And you hasn't?
No.
Maybe one of these days.
Yeah.
Now, Sarah, you are on 100. You're the high scorers at the moment. So we're looking for the first names, or indeed pets' names, of any of the immediate families in these animated series.
No, I don't think I can rescue this, but I will go for The Simpsons and say Mo.
Mo, says Sarah. Shall we see what happens when we say Mo? There's no red line for you as you're the high scorers. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that scores you 100 points. I'm sorry, taking your total up to 200. But you are the newest members of the 200 Club, so well done for that.
Yes, welcome to the 200 Club, Sarah. Mo was indeed a character on The Simpsons, but not part of the family.
OK, yeah.
Thank you very much indeed, Desiree. Chris, welcome back to Pointless. Tell us yet more about Chris.
On Monday evenings, I coach under-12s disability football team. That's with young people with ADHD and autism.
Very good indeed. How long have you been doing that for?
For about a year and a half now.
And you play matches, you play games?
Yeah, we play tournaments. There's an amazing disability league where we are, South Yorkshire.
That's brilliant. Good for you, Chris. Now, you're on 43. I have terrific news. You are in round 2, whatever happens. Right. So this is all terrific news. Doesn't matter what you score. However, I bet you've got a good answer.
Seeing as I'm fairly safe, I'll go with Mother's Little Helper. That's the dog from The Simpsons.
Mother's Little Helper, says Chris. Shall we see if that's right? How many of our 100 people said it? If it is, there's no red line for you. No bad luck, Chris. I'm afraid that scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 143.
But you're all right there. It looks like Che is already clearing that up for you quite successfully, but we will clear it up for everyone else at the end of the round.
Thank you very much indeed, Desiree. Now then, Holly, welcome to Pointless. Terrific to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Holly.
So I'm a service delivery coordinator for a Welsh Building Society.
Very nice.
And then in my spare time, that's mostly taken up with our 2 girls, taking our 2-year-old to various farms, soft plays.
Very nice.
Fun things like that.
Very nice. What are your girls called?
Mally and Isla.
Mally and Isla. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Mally. Hi. You thought we'd forgotten about you. I promise we hadn't. Holly, you're on 2. Fabulous low score from Rich. Fabulously high score from Sarah and Kev. Combination of these 2 things result in you getting through to the next round no matter what you score. But I bet you've got a good answer.
I was also going to go for the dog from The Simpsons. I think it's Santa's Little Helper.
Santa's Little Helper. Yeah, Mother's Little Helper, I think, is a bottle of gin, I think.
Yes.
But anyway, let's find out. Santa's Little Helper, no red line for you as you are already through. Santa's Little Helper is right. It's a great score. Down he goes to 10. Very well done indeed. Take your total up to 12. Brilliant.
Yes, another fantastically low answer, and thank you for doing some of my job for me, Holly, and clearing that one up. It was indeed Santa's Little Helper, who is a greyhound in The Simpsons. The Simpsons family adopt him on the first ever episode of The Simpsons back in 1989 after he comes in last in a race at the dog track on Christmas Eve.
Thank you very much indeed. Desiree, Jodie, welcome to Pointless. It's great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Jodie.
Yeah, I'm from Nottingham and I'm a telecom technician. So I have a van and I go around telephone exchanges, putting cables in and stuff.
When you're not doing that, what do you love to do?
Well, I like my fitness. I've got loads of apps and stuff. I'm a bit behind though.
Do you just flit from one app to the next?
I do, yeah. I've got the Chris Hemsworth app.
Yes, other apps are available, but as Jodie will attest.
Yeah. But
yes.
yeah, I like yoga as well, so.
Very good.
Yeah.
How many apps do you have for that?
Oh, just one.
Countless. One?
Yeah.
Ah, very good.
They're too expensive nowadays.
No, this is true. This is true. Jodie, you are on 15. You are also through. No matter what you score, what would you like to go for?
I'm just going to go for Maggie Simpson.
Maggie, says Jodie. Shall we see how many of our 100 said Maggie? No red line, you're already through. Maggie is right. Maggie takes you down to 39, taking your total up to 54.
Yes, and I saw a guest and a fan favorite. Maggie Simpson is the baby daughter in The Simpsons. The film star Elizabeth Taylor was the voice of Maggie's first word, which was daddy, in an episode first shown in 1992. So, Kevin, just to clear this up for you, there is no Thelma. Who you were thinking of is Velma, I'm guessing, in Scooby-Doo. And Wilma is from the Flintstones. So she would have scored you 55. Let's have a look at some pointless answers, starting with the Flintstones. Baby Puss was their saber-toothed tiger pet, Baby Puss. And the Jetsons, Astro was the Jetsons' dog, and also a pointless answer. There were no pointless answers in the other categories, so the lowest scorers were Snowball 2 from The Simpsons, which would have scored you 5. Chris Griffin on Family Guy scored 20. Luann and Lady Bird from King of the Hill both scored 1. And Rich did get the best answer from Bob's Burgers, who is Gene Belcher, scoring 2.
Thank you very much indeed, Desiree. That brings us to the end of our first round. It means we have to say goodbye to our first pair. And Sarah and Kevin, this is where we dispatch you back to Jersey.
Yes.
Thank Jersey for lending you to us.
Oh,
It's been lovely having you here. And I'm sorry we're not sending you back with a trophy, but you have been outstanding. Sarah and Kevin, brilliant. For the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. Well done, everybody. We're down to 3 pairs, and we are now very much in the engine room of Pointless. But huge congratulations to Rich, our lowest individual scorer in that round. In fact, Rich and Holly, our lowest combined scorers. Superb work there. Best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 today is word beginnings. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. And the question concerns compound words that share a first word.
Yes.
Desiree.
Well, a compound word is when 2 separate words are combined to make a single longer word. On each board, you will see 6 groups of words that form the second half of a compound word. We want you to tell us the first word that they all share to make them compound words. To help, we'll also give you the first letter of the shared word in each group. Please tell us the first word that the fewest of our 100 people knew.
OK, so we are looking for the first word that all of these groups of words share. Proof, melon, colour. W. Abundant, land, arching. O. Mind, peace, stroke. M. Glasses, shine, flower. S. Ground, pack, space. B. And port, flow, brush. A. There we are, Jodie. I'll give you a moment or two just to read in and digest.
OK. No few of them, but I don't know. I want to be safe. I'm going to go for port, flow and brush and say air.
Air, port, airflow, airbrush. Let's see how many of our 100 said air.
I'm scared.
Air is right, Jodie, but yes, I'm not sure about safe. It's very right, 77.
Yes, airport, airflow, and airbrush. At London Heathrow Airport, you can depart from Terminal 2, 3, 4, or 5, but not Terminal 1. They've skipped over that number as the terminal has been disused since 2015. But why would you skip over your big terminal?
I know.
Is there a story? I bet there is.
Yeah, there's something we're not being told here, Desiree. Something we're not being told. Now, Rich, what are you going to go for?
So I think I'll go for mind, peace and stroke and master.
Master, says Rich. Let's see how many of our 100 said master. Master is right. 77 is our high score. Master on 51.
Yes, well done, Rich, with mastermind, masterpiece, and master stroke. You are a master of this round, Rich.
Thanks very much indeed. Now, Chris, you're the last person to have this board. Would you like to skip down it and fill in all the blanks?
Yes, I think I can. I think we have water for waterproof, watermelon, watercolour. I think we have overabundant, overland, overarching. I think it's sunglasses, sunshine, sunflower, and it's background, backpack, backspace. I think we'll go for over.
Over, says Chris. Let's see how many of our 100 said over. Over is right. 77 is the high score and you pass it. 51 is the low score and you end up on 58.
Yes, you do, Chris, with overabundant, overland, and overarching. Chris took us through the board accurately. Obviously, water, melon, proof, and color would have got you 91 points, so well avoided there. Sun would have got you 86 points for sunglasses, sunshine, and sunflower, and back would have got you 74 points for background, backpack, and backspace. So well done there, and well done to any of you who scored low at home.
Thank you very much indeed. We're halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. 51, Rich, very well done indeed. Rich and Holly looking pretty good on that. Then up to 58, where we find Chris and Che. And then up to 77, where we find Jodie and Mel. You're a little bit ahead, but Mel, you'll get the next board. Let's hope there's something lovely left on there for you when we get to you. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Let us now put 6 more clues to compound words that share a first word on the board. And here they are. Cuff, shake, writing. H. Bow, coat, drop. R. Fish, finch, smith. G. Spread, beat, suit. W. Burst, law, spoken. O. And backmaster, light. Q. There we are. Now, Che, you're on 58. If you can possibly score 18 or less, you're straight into the head-to-head. What are you thinking?
I noticed that the H is the hand.
OK, shall we take that one? Hand for cuff, shake, and writing. Here is your red line. Let's see what happens when we say hand. Hand. That scores you 90 and takes your total up to 148. But listen, the round is not over yet.
Yes, anything could still happen. Hand is the correct word for handcuff, handshake, and handwriting. The handshake has existed in some form or another for thousands of years. One popular origin theory is that grasping hands proved you were not holding a weapon, and shaking them was a way to ensure your partner that there was nothing up your sleeve, or theirs.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Holly. You are on 51, by the way. 96 or less gets you through.
I know a couple. I'm going to go for burst, law, and spoken and say out.
Out, says Holly. Shall we see how many of our 100 said out for that? There's your red line. Absolutely right. Out. Down goes to 79, taking your total up to a lovely round, 130.
Yes. Out for outburst, outlaw, and outspoken. Famous outlaws of the Wild West include Jesse James, Billy the Kid, and Belle Starr.
Thank you very much indeed, Desiree. And now then, Mel. Yes. You're on 77, so 70 or less gets you through. In which case, would you like to talk us through the board?
Bow, coat and drop would be rain. Fish, Finch and Smith is gold. I don't know the other two, and I wish I did, because I bet they're lower. I'm going to have to go for gold, Fish, Finch and Smith.
OK, you're going to go for gold for the Fish, Finch and Smith. How many of our 100 said gold? There is your red line. Gold is right, and it gets you through. Very well done. 65 is what it scores. Takes your total up to 142.
Yes, just enough. Goldfish, Goldfinch, and Goldsmith. So, Mel, I do want to congratulate you not only on your score, but on avoiding rain as your choice, because that would have scored you 83 points and taken you out of the running. Xander, do you happen to know
Well,
these?
listen, I can do the bottom one, which is quarter.
Yes, I think I'm helped as an American by knowing quarterback.
There you
that
are.
one for 29 points.
I mean, look, I keep looking at this one here, and I keep thinking wide for widespread or wet for wetsuit.
Yes.
But what can I think of a w that goes with beat?
This might help you. We could have also put down span instead of spread.
Wing spread,
That is
wing beat,
correct.
wingsuit.
Yes, so wing spread and wing span are synonyms of one another, but that might have been a dead giveaway to most people. That was a pointless answer.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Desiree. That brings us to the end of our second round, and it means we say goodbye to Chris and Che. Listen, it was round 2. Next time, it's going to be the head-to-head and then the final. We look forward to that, but you've been outstanding. Che and Chris, thank you for playing. For the remaining 2 pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Holly and Rich, Mel and Jodie. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £2,500. I think we now have a chance to put some more money into that jackpot, a very real chance, because we are on the hunt for some pointless answers. And if you can find both the pointless answers, we can add £500. Let's see what happens. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many New York City attractions as they could, Desiree.
So on the board, you are going to see 6 options. 4 of them are popular attractions in New York City, 2 of which are scoring, 2 of which are pointless. And there will be 2 not New York City attractions on the board as well. £250 go into the jackpot for each pointless answer.
Thank you very much. Can you identify the pointless New York City attractions from these 6 potentials? Little Red Lighthouse, Paul Revere House, St. Patrick's Cathedral, Tenement Museum, the High Line, Willis Tower. Now, speak if anyone knows anything.
Do you know?
Anyone know anything?
I've been to New York, but I
No,
don't recognise any of
No,
them.
I've not been to any of those either.
OK, in which case, Holly and Rich, without any further ado, let's see if you want to nominate one of those.
We'll say St. Patrick's Cathedral.
St. Patrick's Cathedral. Shall we see if that is a pointless New York attraction? It's a New York attraction, certainly. Down to 1. OK, Mel and Jodie, do you want to have a go? See if you can find a pointless one.
Maybe that is look off.
What about Little Red Lighthouse? What do you think?
Yeah, yeah.
Little Red Lighthouse.
Little Red Lighthouse. Is that a pointless New York attraction?
Oh.
It's a New York attraction. Down and down and down it goes. And it's a pointless answer. Very, very well done indeed.
An absolutely pointless New York City attraction. Well done, Mel, for getting it, and well done, Jody, for listening to your mother. Well done
First
there.
time.
Yeah, the very first time. It is underneath the George Washington Bridge on the bank of the Hudson River. Now, Xander, you've been to New York City. I'm sure you have.
The High Line, I happen to know, is the train track that's now been planted as a beautiful garden walk.
Yes, it's
so
gorgeous.
that, I'm guessing, probably scores points.
It does score points, but only 2 points. It is, in fact, if you're ever going, a fantastic, beautiful park. It runs up the west side.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Paul Revere House is jumping out at me as something I should be avoiding.
I think that you are very bright in doing so. Paul Revere House is indeed a place. It is the oldest remaining structure in downtown Boston.
Okay.
So you're left with the Tenement Museum and Willis Tower.
Let's go for the Tenement Museum being a pointless answer and the Willis Tower being a red herring.
See, your instincts are just so genius. You are absolutely right. That is correct. The Tenement Museum is on the Lower East Side. It celebrates the migrant experience. The Willis Tower may have rung a bell because it is also known as the Sears Tower, which is in Chicago. So well avoided for not taking that bait. And well avoided for those of you who got the pointless answers at home.
Thank you very much. Now, well done. You managed to find one pointless answer, which means we can add £250 to the jackpot, taking the total up to £2,750. But who'll be playing for it? Well, let's find out in the head-to-head. Now, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. You're now allowed to confer, which is altogether terrific. Best of luck to both pairs. Here is our first question, and it is all about pattern challenges on the Great British Sewing Bee. Desiree.
Yes. We are going to show you 5 pictures of items of clothing that have been made on the BBC's The Great British Sewing Bee as part of the pattern challenge. This is where the contestants are all given the same pattern and a time limit to make a garment. We have added the initial letters of the answers as additional clues. Please give us the item of clothing you think the fewest of our 100 people knew. Good luck if you're playing along at home.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 pattern challenges. Here they are. A, B, T. B, P, S. C, S, S. D, B, B, C. And E, C, P. There we are. Now, Holly and Rich, you're our low scorers, so you get to go first.
Holly's playing solo on this one. But
I think we'll go for D, Baker Boy cap.
Baker Boy cap. Say Holly and Rich, Baker Boy cap. Now, Mel and Jody, do you feel like talking us through the whole board?
A is something top, I think.
Yeah. Pleated skirt,
What would it be?
I think.
And
is
sailor
that.
suit is
Sailor
sick.
suit. Maybe that's cargo pants.
Cargo pants, yeah, that might be it.
We'll go cargo pants.
You're going to go cargo pants. We've got
Yeah.
Baker Boy cap and cargo pants. Holly and Rich went Baker Boy cap for D. How many of our 100 said that? Baker Boy cap is absolutely right. That goes down to 16. Okay. Mel and Jody, meanwhile, have gone for cargo pants for E. Shall we see how many of our 100 said cargo pants? Cargo pants is right. And same numbers in the reverse order. 61. Well done, Holly and Rich. After one question, you're up 1-0.
Are you quite a fashionista?
I can talk you through all of these, certainly,
okay.
Desiree.
All right, let me sit
certainly.
back. Thank you.
I would like to think sailor suit is probably the most popular answer on that board.
And you would be correct for 66 points.
Followed probably by pleated skirt, which would be B.
Yes, for 51 points.
And I would have thought Brett on top would be quite a low scorer.
It is very low. It only scored 10 points.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, here comes your second question. Mel and Jody, you've got to win this one, stay in the game. Good luck. Our second question is all about surfing.
Yes.
Desiree.
So we are now going to give you 5 clues related to surfing waves, not the internet. Please give us the answer the fewest of our 100 new. And good luck to our surfers at home.
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal our 5 surfing clues. And here they are. Cornish surfing town, famous for Fistral Beach and the big wave, the Cribber. N. 1991 action film directed by Catherine Bigelow that stars Patrick Swayze as a surfer come bank robber. PB. Surfing wave with 3 main reefs off the north shore of the Hawaiian island of Oahu. BP. Band whose first chart single, Surfin' USA, was released in 1963. TBB. And Asian host city of the Olympic Games, where surfing made its Olympic debut in 2021. T. There we are. Now, Mel and Jodie, you get to go first.
Do you know any?
I know a couple.
What do you want to go for?
Go for the film.
Right, we'll go for the 1991 action film, please. Point Break.
Point Break, say Mel and Jodie for the Patrick Swayze film. Holly and Rich, would you like to talk us through the board?
Yeah, we were going to use the same answer. I think the first one is Nuki. Not sure on the third one down. Fourth one, the Beach Boys, and the fifth one, Tokyo. Yeah, we'll go for Cornish surfing town, Nuki.
You're going to go for Nuki. OK, so we have Point Break versus Nuki. Mel and Jodie went for Point Break. Let's see how many of our 100 people named that. Catherine Bigelow-directed film. Point Break is right. It's a good answer. Down it goes to 21. Very well done indeed. Meanwhile, Holly and Rich have gone for Nuki, the Cornish surfing town. Famous for the Cribber. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Nuki. Nuki is right. Another good answer. Ooh, 32 for Nuki. That means Mel and Jodie, very well done indeed. You're back in the game, and after 2 questions, it is 1-1.
You were talking about the Beach Boys, the band whose first chart single was Surfin' USA. That would have scored you 62 points, although it wouldn't have mattered in the end. Tokyo is the Asian host city, and that would have scored 24 points. And do you know anything about surfing on Oahu?
No.
It's the only pointless answer on the board. That is the Banzai Pipeline.
Thank you very much indeed, Desiree. Right, it all comes down to a third question. Whoever wins this one goes through to the final and plays for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Our third question is all about Best Picture Oscar winners cut off at the letter O.
So on the board, we will show you the titles of 5 films that have won the Academy Award for Best Picture. But we have curtailed each title just before the first occurrence of the letter O for Oscar. We'll also tell you the year in which each film won its award. Please complete the titles and tell us the film that the fewest of our 100 people worked out.
Thank you very much indeed, Desiree. OK, let's reveal our 5 Oscar winners up to the first O. And here they are. We have 1977, Cherry, 1982, Shakespeare in L, 1999, Slummed, 2009, and N, 2021. There we are. Now, Holly and Rich, you get to go first again.
We'll go for the second one down, 1982, Chariots of Fire.
Chariots of Fire. Say Holly and Rich. Now, Mel and Jodie, would you like to talk us through the rest of that board?
Do you know the first one?
No, you?
No. Shakespeare in Love, Slumdog Millionaire, but we're going to go for Nomadland.
Nomadland.
Yes.
Oh, we are. We discussed that, yeah.
Holly and Rich have gone for Chariots of Fire. Let's see how many of our 100 said that for 1982. Chariots of Fire is right. That goes down to 39. Meanwhile, Mel and Jodie, on scant information, have just decided that N from 2021 is Nomadland. Shall we find out if that's right? It is Nomadland. Very well done indeed. And I think, unsurprisingly, it wins you the points. That's fantastic. It's a pointless answer as well. They're like hen's teeth in the head-to-head round, so very, very well done indeed. Being a pointless answer, of course, it adds another £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to a lovely round £3,000. Very well done indeed. It also scores you nothing, means you win the point, and it means that after 3 questions, you're through to the final 2-1.
So Shakespeare in Love would have scored you 71 points, so well avoided there. And Slumdog Millionaire would have scored a whopping 53. So you chose very wisely indeed. Xander, do you...
Is 1977 right for Rocky?
That is exactly right for Rocky for 5 points.
Thank you very much indeed, Desiree. The pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, Holly and Rich. It was your first show. It means we get to see you again next time. So thank you so much for playing and playing so well. And we're looking forward to the next show, Holly and Rich. Brilliant. For Mel and Jodie, though, it's now time for the Pointless Final. Wow. Huge congratulations, Mel and Jodie. You fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win the Pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £3,000. Well, 500 quid of that you put in yourselves. Fabulous work there. It'd be lovely, therefore, to send you back with it.
It would.
What do you want to see come up?
Films.
Films, maybe countries, capital cities.
OK, well, look,
Yeah,
let's see. There'll be 4 things, as you know, on the board. Let's hope something lands well for you. We have political leaders and their predecessors, directors named Sam, stars of Baseball World Series, and P.G. Woodhouse on TV.
Oh, OK.
Well, not political.
Shall we go for director's name
We're gonna
Sam?
have to,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll go for director's name Sam.
Directors named Sam. Brilliant.
Yes. So for this, we are looking for the title of any full-length feature film which has been released in the cinema or on a streaming platform for which the following have received a directing credit for films released up to the end of September 2023, according to IMDb. Sam Mendes or Sam Raimi. Very best of luck to you in the studio and to those of you playing along at home.
Thank you very much, Desiree. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yep.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Okay.
Go on, then.
Do you know any?
No.
OK.
Sam Mendes.
Sam Mendes, I think he did a Bond film.
Did he? Which one?
He might have done, what was it?
A recent one, or?
Yeah, from...
With, what's
the one
it?
after Casino Royale, Skyfall. Might have done that.
Skyfall,
Did he
OK.
do that? I don't know.
Think...
Sam Raimi, he's done Spider-Man and all that.
Which Spider-Man, though?
Has he? Did he do... When's it up to, this?
23.
23,
now.
OK.
Yeah.
He's done the new Doctor Strange film.
Well, say that, then.
OK.
What's it called?
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness or something.
Right, OK.
I think he did a horror film.
Can we guess anything?
He might have done The Evil Dead. Did he do The Evil Dead?
I don't know.
10 seconds left.
This is you, films. What about Sam Mendes? I know that name.
What's oh, God. Oh, we're not going to get it.
They won't. Don't matter.
OK, that, I'm afraid, is your time up. Let's have your 3 answers. What are you going to give me?
We'll go for...
Go for Doctor Strange.
We'll go for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Yep, for Sam Raimi. We'll go for Skyfall for Sam Mendes, I think. And then...
You said Spider-Man.
Yeah, we'll go for Spider-Man 3 for Sam Raimi.
Spider-Man 3.
Yes.
OK, of those 3, which is your best shot, do you think, at a pointless answer?
Probably...
The Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange
We'll put the
one.
Doctor Strange one last. Least likely to be pointless.
Skyfall.
Skyfall, and then Spider-Man 3 goes in the middle. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order. And here they are. We have Skyfall, Spider-Man 3, and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Well, any one of these answers could turn out to be pointless and win that jackpot for you. £3,000 would be yours if that happened. What would you like to do with it? Mel, I'm going to ask you first.
Well, I've just pranged my car, so I'd use it to pay off my excess. On my...
Well, that would be boring but necessary, I guess.
Of course, yes.
Yeah. Jodie,
I want to get a pair of Christian Louboutins.
See, there you go, Mel.
I know.
Oh.
That's the difference.
That's
yeah,
the
I know.
difference.
That's youth for you.
Well, listen, very, very best of luck. Let's see what happens. Skyfall. In this case, we're looking for films directed by Sam Mendes, and you've gone for Skyfall. Let us find out how many of our 100 people said Skyfall. Well, it's right. It just has to go all the way down to 0. Simple as that.
Yes.
And then you'll leave here with 3,000 quid. Down we go with Skyfall, through the teens, into single figures. Still going down with Skyfall to 6. That's not bad. It's a great single-digit score. Now, we turn our attention to Spider-Man 3. We're now moving on to Sam Raimi. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Spider-Man 3.
Oh.
Spider-Man 3 is absolutely right. Well, Skyfall took us down to 6.
Yeah.
If Spider-Man 3 can take us down to nothing, you leave here with £3,000. Down we go, still going down, passing 6, still going down to 1 with Spider-Man 3. That's an incredible answer, an incredible score. OK, not pointless. We turn our attention to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. If this is right and it's pointless, you'll leave with £3,000. Let's see what happens when we say Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Do we think it's right? It is right. OK, well, Skyfall took us down to 6. Spider-Man 3 took us down to 1. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness takes us down into single figures. Still going down, passing 6. Still going down, still going down. You've done it! Look at that! Very well done indeed. Christian Louboutins shall be yours. The excess shall be paid. Oh,
my God.
It's like a dream come true. Very well done indeed. You just won £3,000. Brilliant.
That was magnificent to watch for me, and I'm sure for everyone at home. All 3 were correct. Beautifully done. Let's have a look at some more pointless answers to this round, starting with films directed by Sam Mendes. There were only 3 pointless answers for Sam Mendes, and they were Away We Go from 2009, Jarhead from 2005, and Revolutionary Road from 2008. Now, moving on to films directed by Sam Raimi, here are some of the pointless answers you could have said. Army of Darkness. I think you were thinking about that when you, yes, exactly. That is the 3rd installment of the Evil Dead films. The original Evil Dead itself scored 11, so well avoided there. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Of course, our pointless answer. For love of the game. And Oz the Great and Powerful. There were 2 more pointless answers, and they were Crime Wave and It's Murder, his debut film.
Thank you very much indeed, Desiree. And thanks once again to our winning players, Mel and Jodie, who take away today's jackpot of £3,000. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Desiree.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.